And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. He's got Lewis. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Room here to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Check 43. Check 24. Check 24.
Boom, boom. Right now, you got 58.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go,
at their own 25-yard line.
Check me 90. Black 15.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Red!
Third and long for Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Za'Darius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
You can't block me. You can't block.
Liz. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 80 weapon. Alert 3.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
No. 258.
Choose the mic. Let's go, defense.
Inside.
Defense. Safe. Tight dog.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Kill.
Topper.
Now Rodgers being chased out left. And he gets it to Funchess complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about our admiration for quarterbacks who can extend the life of a play and create another play off of one that appears to have broken down. Should we come up with a different term for Aaron Rodgers? Because he has taken it to a new level.
He loves life outside of the pocket, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Very comfortable out there, and it usually results in good things for Green Bay.
Watch the curl.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense, but the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Wait! Shift. 25, check 25, check 25.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready! 180!
Okay, just like that.
A first down throw here for Rivers. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
180, 190.
It's just me and you.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. To leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run now with Peyton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 48 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Set, 390.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivers, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Safety's creeping.
Over.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers completes it to Aguilar. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Get in the weight room, son. I'm too strong out here. Too big for you.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Green 80! Green 80! Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Like 20. Go for the left. Go for the left. Get him! Get him!
Rivers on 1st down. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. Rivers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready? 190. Check. Load it. Load it! Behind!
Rivers again. And his throw is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again here, Rivers. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Watch the safety creep. Slow it. Slow it. Recon.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Back north.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Blue 58. Hey, come on, now, come on, now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23. Line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Rocket. Like 22 is coming. Hey, Delta. Here we go.
Rivers now. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 27 yards there, a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw, Rivers. It's caught by Aguilar. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
89. Wait, 89.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
First down, Raiders.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground field goal. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. 22. 22's coming. Mike. Okay, double it.
Rivers. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Second year in Oakland for Walter after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Preston Smith in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Williams, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's go now. 2, 30 base. 2 the ball. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 28.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Again, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, Dillon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Rush in. Rush in. 66. Half. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch left. Watch left. You ain't going nowhere.
From the gun, Rivers steps away to his left. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
He's crouching. He's checking crack. White.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
First down, Raiders.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Rivers now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Set 180. Hey, ground 80. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun, Rivers escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Off the play fake. Love sliding out of the pocket. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hey, hold on. Here we go. Check.
On 1st down, Dillon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. On 4th down, Love eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and